are you guys?
This is the longest 3 minutes in the entire universe. I call City Hall open for business. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there any public comment for anything not on our agenda but under the city's jurisdiction? Seeing none, I think we'll just go into the public hearing on the budget amendments first. There are, the amendments are to increase appropriations in the comprehensive insurance and PERS funds to accommodate the final transfers of cash from those funds into the general fund. As it turns out, we do not need those two funds. The third budget item is to increase the general fund to, let me go back, comprehensive insurance increase is $18,731.90. The Public Employees Retirement System Fund, $13,463.02. The third budget amendment is to increase general fund specifically for legal services in the amount of $30,000. Is there any public comment at this time? Seeing none, I'll close that public hearing. And would now entertain a motion from council to approve the budget amendments.
Would you like them made separately or all together?
They can be made all together unless you want to make them separately.
I make a motion that we increase the budget appropriations for legal services in the amount of $30,000, the comprehensive insurance fund in the amount of $18,731.90, and the PERS in the amount of $13,463.05.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to increase our budget, to approve the budget amendments as presented in the amounts as stated. Is there any discussion from council? Any discussion points from the public? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion is carried. Thank you. We'll now go to the approval of the minutes from the January 20th, 2026 meeting. They have been distributed to council. Are there any corrections or additions to those minutes? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
Mayor, I move to approve the minutes of January 20th, 2026.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the council meeting January 20th, 2026. Further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion is carried. Would also note that Councilman Simon is ill tonight. That is why he is not here. Okay, moving into our agenda now. Ms. Dabling, you're up.
Stay here.
You can stay there or you can come up here. Just make sure you speak loudly enough so that our recorder can pick you up and we are on film.
Okay, I'll stay here then.
Okay. And please state your name for the record.
Okay, my name is Andrea Dabling, and I'm here on behalf of a small group participating in the Big Sky Big Leadership Program through our MSU Extension Office here in town. This is a statewide leadership program that focuses on developing local leaders and strengthening rural communities. And part of that program, we've been asked to do a community service project that supports Townsend in a meaningful and a sustainable way. And so I'm primarily here to listen, learn, and explore whether the ideas that we've come up with, there's an opportunity for us to partner with the city. Our group is currently in the idea stage. We're not requesting funding. We don't want to assume that the community needs our help or to duplicate any work that's already being done. And so our goal is to understand the city's priorities first so that any efforts we take on aligns well with your values rather than creating extra work. So in our brainstorming session, we came up with 4 main ideas that we thought the city could use our help with. The first would be an adoptive park where we would have light stewardship to support seasonal cleanups, litter removal, or volunteer coordination, ideally complementing any existing park efforts already in place. The second one is adopt a trail, which is similar to the other one, only we would focus on the walking paths, trails. And then the third is adopt a garden, support for flower beds, planters, or small public garden areas if those exist or are of interest to the city. And then the fourth one is adopt a wall, which is a community art project where we thought it was possible to do a mural or an art space only if there's an appropriate location and interest from the city, and always with proper approval, planning, and oversight. These are meant as starting points for conversation. I'm here to listen and learn where community volunteers could be most helpful. So my first question is, are there specific parks or areas where volunteer support would be most helpful right now? And is there anything similar already in place that would align rather than duplicate what's already being done?
Eric, as the Public Works Director responsible for park maintenance, can you use help?
I just take a lawnmower and make it flat. The things that come to mind would be the little flower garden in Memorial Park. That's actually on the city side there. Ironically, Pat does, almost all of the work there with that. That would be a little flower spot that could actually use a little bit of love in that corner there for sure. It'd be much appreciated there.
I think the garden club has traditionally been doing it, but
Right.
I think they're aging out.
Yeah, they are. And it is, and what could be something even beneficial for, because I know this is, and if I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. But you're kind of looking for a 1-year project, right?
Yeah, and the idea too is to have like, let's say if we do a park, like the baseball team kind of take over our efforts and just kind of line up different organizations throughout Townsend that not only benefit from these, but it's a natural flow for them to help.
Yeah. So like that little corner, giving them a good little boost, their sprinkler system ain't doing the best in that corner, doing some stuff like that. That could be a real direct fit for what you're looking at too. Yeah, Memorial. There are the murals in town too that aren't necessarily any of the city property. But I was looking at one the other day and the paint's holding up well. They all look great. Maybe you guys could look at a way to preserve the walls. The murals that Miss Mathis did, pretty sure I got that name right. They look great. Maybe there's a way that you guys could come up with a way to just help preserve them a little bit. Two ideas, without creating something brand new to maybe bounce off of. I don't know if that's helpful, but
Yeah, that is helpful, thank you.
As to the trails, walking paths, there aren't really that many within the city limits.
So that one out of town is not.
No,
Okay.
no. But if you are interested in pursuing that a little further, I can give you Al Christofferson's contact information. There is a trails committee, recreation trails committee that has moved from design into implementation now. And I believe that group is always willing to have more resources with it. And now I forgot the other 2 items that you mentioned.
Let's see, adopt a park, adopt a trail, adopt a garden, and adopt a wall. If there are
Okay,
any
so
walls that are needing a mural, we thought we could coordinate that.
okay. Questions or comments from council?
A mundane opportunity, and it's unfortunately truly mundane. There are a lot of curbs in the city that over the decades have become entirely overgrown with grass. And that's a city investment that's slowly being eaten away by the grass. That's actually